Hello, Howard, another newsletter, another book talk. This month I'm sharing with you Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus by Dusty Bowling. In addition to having a phenomenal title, it is a really heartwarming and fantastic story, very unique. The main character, Avon, is a young lady who was born without arms. She is adopted, and her parents do not allow her physical differences to limit her in any way. So she does everything that a typical child would do, just without arms. The book begins with her family moving across the country to manage and live on a sort of like a Western themed dude ranch / amusement park, a super intriguing setting. She has to make new friends. She has to leave friends behind that she's known her whole life. And one of the friends that she makes is a child who has Tourette syndrome. And so in this month of students with disabilities, and in a time of helping our children develop empathy and be aware of others and putting themselves in other people's shoes, I thought that this book would be a nice connection, in addition to simply being a really fantastic story. It's super funny. I chose an excerpt that I think captures the silliness of Avon and her sense of humor. So I'm going to read just a little bit. Oh, so this section is set where she goes off to kindergarten, and kids are, of course, fascinated by the fact that she doesn't have arms, and she ends up telling them over and over and over again that she was born without arms. I got so tired of telling them the same boring story about being born without arms that I started making things up. It was stinking hilarious. I knew from the first moment I told a girl my arms had burned off in a fire, I had found a great hobby: making up stories. I loved the way her eyes grew wide with shock and the way her voice went all high-pitched with excitement as she asked me a bunch more questions about my charred arms. Her: what kind of fire accident? Me: a wild forest fire burning out of control. Her: where? Me: in the mountains of Tanzania. I honestly don't know where Tanzania was or if it had any mountains. I think I'd heard the name in an episode of Scooby-Doo or something. Her: how old were you? Me: just a helpless baby. My mom barely rescued me in time. She pulled me from my burning crib and raced out of our flaming village, leaving a trail of fire all the way down the mountain as my arms burned to a crisp. They looked like 2 pieces of bacon by the time we got to the village hospital. Another kid standing nearby: cooked or uncooked? So I kind of traumatized her and had to have a meeting with my parents and the teacher later about my story. My parents squinted their eyes and pursed their lips and nodded their heads as the teacher told them, Avon told another child that her arms burned off in a wildfire in the mountains of Tanzania. She peered at them over her glasses, frowning. She also mentioned something about bacon. I hope you will take a chance to experience Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus by Dusty Bowling. It's super fun, really heartwarming, and very, very funny. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in January. Take care.